Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy X here. Today we doing that Demon Slayer Infinity Castle review. Spoilers though, spoiler review. Now, first of all, I want to give a huge shout out to all you guys. Y'all showed me so much love on my out of theater reaction video. If you don't want to get spoiled, go ahead, look at my out of theater reaction video for it. I'll leave it up here wherever it is, right? But y'all showed me so much love in the comment section, man. That was like my first video back in a while, right? As you can see, I'm back in the car. The only reason I'm back in the car is because people sleep in the house, and I knew for the spoiler video, I'm about to be loud, and I want to drop this, so I'm gonna be loud. Here we are in the car, right? But yeah, if you don't want to get spoiled, if you haven't watched the Demon Slayer movie yet, go ahead, watch the movie first, then come back, because we about to get it. But here we go. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start from start to finish. But like I said in my out of theater reaction, man, I loved this movie. This shit was like just sitting on it, I kind of want to go back and see it. It was just so beautiful in IMAX, the action, all the stuff that was going on. Like I said, movie was long, but I enjoyed every second of it, right? Starting at the beginning, just like I said, just the whole the working of the Infinity Castle. I loved it throughout the movie. All the demons that are in there, the lower demons, right? The weaklings, the whole damn Infinity Castle just full of demons. You got the Hashira, they had to show everybody doing a little bit, right? So, we had a couple scenes of everybody killing a few demons, right? But I would honestly say, and I might be wrong, I'm trying to think real quick, but I would say probably there's three important factors in this movie. You have the Doma fight, you have Zenitsu fighting Kaigoku, is that how you say his name? I forgot, but Kaigoku, however you say it, him. And then you have the last part with Tanjiro and Giro versus Akaza, right? I would say those are the three. Everybody else, they just were kind of either running around, sitting down, chilling, or, where's Muzan? And, this movie made me really realize, I kind of thought about it in the last season that just had dropped, but this movie really made me really think that Muzan really ain't nothing but Naraku. Now, if y'all don't know who Naraku is, then I'm sure that you didn't watch Inuyasha. But if you watched Inuyasha, I just really think their goal, right? I feel if I'm not mistaken, Naraku's goal was kind of similar to Muzan's. I might be wrong. It's been a while. Inuyasha's been a while, right? But this movie really made me think about that. I was sitting there huh. But anyways, so first of all, the Shinobu, oh, shout out to her, man. She got the short end of the stick, dog. I really had faith in her, and I haven't read the manga, but I know how it ends, but I haven't read the manga, so I don't know how stuff happens, if that makes sense, right? But man, she got the short end of the stick. I was sitting there in that theater wow. And I gotta give them props because that's pretty real. Not everybody's gonna have a happy ending, sadly. And she was over here trying to get the revenge for her sister. I was oh, he's right here, get him. She's over here trying to poison him. He's oh man, that was pretty good. What kind of poison mixture was that? like, he's just like, oh man, wow, whoa, that was pretty fast right there. Ooh. And he's just like regenerating like so quickly with it. And she's trying, and the whole time, like, she's having like the flashbacks with her sister. She's over here doubting herself because she's like, I'm short. I can't, I'm like a weakling. I don't have like a body build like her. You know, she's tall, she's this, she's that. I'm like, oh God, don't Shinobu, don't short yourself like this. Oh. Like, when she started doing that, I started feeling bad for her. And then that boy, like, Dharma was just playing with her the entire time. And I gotta say, in my out of theater reaction, right, I did say I think I liked him so far of the Upper Moons, right? His personality, like, he's very sadistic. Like, he's like the fake kind person, or he like really is kind, but like, he like does it in a sadistic way. Like, what he thinks like he's doing is like for the better good. Like, he's like, oh, you know, people are scared to die, you know, I'm just helping them out, right? Like, he's like, oh, poor thing, you're bleeding out, I know that hurts, let me go ahead and just cut your head off and end it. Like, I'm like, man, this guy is sadistic. But I like that. Like, that's why I say I like his personality a lot that we've seen so far in this first part. And I liked his power where he can turn his blood into ice. If y'all have been subscribed to me, you know, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. But if you've been subscribed to me, then you know I'm a sucker for ice powers in anime. Like, it's like the basic shit ever, like ice and fire, and like I'm a sucker for ice and fire when it comes to anime powers. It's like the most basic power you can get, but like, you know, in certain anime, it's just like creative, like the way they use them sometimes, right? But so I like that. But yeah, that man, he sliced her up. Like, even when she tried to save that girl and he sliced that girl, I was like, oh, I was in the theater, like, oh, I was losing it. And then like later on in the fight when she got cut and she's over here bleeding and shit, and I'm like, oh my God. But then she started going crazy. I'm like, okay, yeah, there's a way we can win. And then when this fool grabbed, like, he oh, excuse me, a little sick. But when she stabs him, and I love the imagery. Like, he was over there like almost like he was on a cross. Like, it was like psh, like the shattering and everything. Almost looked like he had like angel wings and shit. Like how, you know, like the ceiling in the background was shattering behind him. But when she stabbed him and that fool wrapped, like she was falling, and he used the ice to grab her, and he started giving her a hug, like, oh my God, you did so amazing. Oh, I'm just so proud of you. Oh, I was like, oh my God, this guy is sick. I loved it. That's why I said I really like him. Now, of course, like part 2, part 3, I don't know like when we'll see him again. Probably maybe both, I don't know. But it might change my mind, because I ain't gonna lie, I do like Akaza. We gonna get to him in a second. But yeah, this right here. And then what's her name? Kiba, when she came in and she saw her, she did the little signal or whatever, and he just snapped her damn body like a twig, and then she's like, ah! Like, I was like, oh, I guess I don't know why I thought I wasn't expecting anybody to die in this movie, but like, I just felt so bad for her, dog. Like her. Like, I felt like she just died so, do I want to say easily? I don't know if I want to say that. That just sounds disrespectful to her, because I liked her. I liked her. And I'm glad that we got so much, we've gotten time with her. What season was that? Was that season 1 or season 2? It was like after after Tanjiro beat that spider dude, right? Like where he was like training with them. Like, so we had got a lot with her. But like, I just felt like in this fight she got demolished, and maybe that was the point, like just to show how strong he was. Because, you know, back in the last season when we found out like he's number 2, I think it was last season, and I was like, oh, he's stronger than Akaza. I wonder what he can do. Like, this fight just like demolished. Like, there was no, like, he didn't seem like he was having an issue. The only time he seemed like he had an issue was like the first time she poisoned him, and he was like, but then like once he adapted to it, like it was just like playfulness again. And I'm like, oh my God. But yeah, and then he started he's like, oh, just give me a second, let me just absorb her into my body. And that girl was pissed. She wasn't attacking him though, which was interesting. And then he's like, that's interesting, you're not trying to attack me. Did she tell you something with that little finger adjustment she did? Like, so I'm curious, like, what she told her. I'm thinking maybe she had like some extra poison or whatever. Maybe we'll find out in the next movie, right? But yeah, because if she's the only one fighting him, there's no possible way. She's taller than Shinobu, whoop-de-doo, but I don't see her beating him. Even like at the end when we see both of them again, when he sees Akaza, like he senses Akaza died, and like she's already jacked up a little bit. She's like breathing heavy a little bit. He's like, oh man, Akaza's dead. Oh, that sucks. Oh well, let's get back to it. I'm like, oh my God. But that was pretty much that. Like I said, we got a good amount right there with that. Just sad that she, R.I.P. to her, man. Sorry she died. Then we get to Zenitsu. I'm talking about as soon as this man dropped down, oh my God, this man, eyes wide open, he was ready to go. 2 characters in this movie, eyes wide open. We're gonna get to the next one. But that boy Zenitsu, shout out to the MVP. He ain't even playing. He just went there for him. That was it. He didn't care about nothing else that was going on in that Infinity Castle. That boy said, all right, where's this man at? I gotta find Kai. Where's he at? And as soon as he's like, oh, I sense him. He must be behind this door. Yeah. And that's another thing I like too. All the upper moons, well, minus one, because we didn't really get to see much with him in this movie, but the other ones, I love like the locations they were at. Doma, like he had that whole koi pond, like bridges everywhere, like the environment, it looked wow, right? Even Kaigoku, however you say his name, him, it was like it was like a room, but the lighting and stuff was cool. And then when we get to when we get to Akaza, they might be thinking I'm dying outside. Hold up. But so I did like that. But yeah, that boy Zenitsu came, and then he started talking mad. Like that boy was like, Zenitsu, it's been a while. And then he started talking mad shit to Zenitsu, and it was sad too. Like so much sad shit was happening. And boy was like, you turned yourself into a demon, and because of that, Master killed himself. I'm like, oh God. And then the way he did it was sad too. He was like, what is it called? Harashiki. When you stab yourself or whatever. But he was like, he stabbed himself, but he didn't have anybody cut his head off, so he was like in excruciating pain or whatever, and he just bled out like that. And I'm like, oh my God, wow. So I can understand now Zenitsu's pissed. Like, I can understand why he's pissed, why he's in the zone now, 100%, let's go. And so when the fight started, I was like, okay, Zenitsu's kind of keeping up with this man. Hey, is somebody about to help this man? Like at first I was like, okay, Zenitsu's doing good, and then he started kind of like, I don't want to say whooping Zenitsu's ass, because it kind of almost seemed like Zenitsu was just like letting him for the most part. Like he was just like letting him talk, because honestly, once Zenitsu got here, they started fighting. Zenitsu almost seemed like he didn't want to kill him. And okay, maybe not didn't want to kill him, but almost like he was both in shock, disbelief, and the fact that like maybe he could talk him back or something. Like he was trying to get his like reasoning, trying to get like the words out of him. Why did you do this type of stuff? So shout out to Zenitsu for that. But yeah, when he started doing his little blue lightning, and shout out to that shit was looking clean as hell. I was like, oh man, Zenitsu's getting his ass, but where's somebody at? But then when that boy pulled out that dragon, I was in the theater like, oh! And that boy ended that fool in one hit. I was like, That boy's Zenitsu. I've been a fan for Zenitsu actual shit start. When that boy was Goof Troop, I was a fan of Zenitsu. So I was just so happy to see this. Hopefully he's not like out for the count the entire Infinity Castle. Like I hope we see some more of him. That one demon was healing him in the movie, so I think he'll be up and at him maybe toward later on. But hopefully, like, and we had them little cracks. I was like, I was feeling bad. And then too, when he hit him, and then they were falling, and then that boy was like, wait, and that boy was like, I can't believe he killed me. This is crazy. No, wait a minute, he's falling with me. He's gonna die on impact. Like I was like, this man is a big ass hater. But that's luckily, he grabs Zenitsu, and then that boy was talking mad shit to him when he was falling. He was like, oh, it's pretty sad when you die alone. Deuces. So I loved that fight, man. That fight, it had me, man. Like, shout out to Zenitsu. That was good. Now, we get to the meat, the potatoes of the movie. When I tell you, when them boys Tanjiro, hold on, wait, look at my lips. When I tell you, when that boy Tanjiro and Giro were running, right? And all you hear is rumbling like Aaron Yeager summoning the just over here. I was like, what's going on? And then that boy came from the heavens and broke down the flow coming from Tanjiro. I was like, oh shit. That boy came from, he's like, oh, it's been a while, Tanjiro. And then that boy is like, I was like, yes. As soon as this shit happened, and then that boy Tanjiro dodged this shit and cut him. I was like, that's my Tanjiro leveling up. Let's go. I was so happy. It was like, oh, looks like he leveled up. Okay. Even Giro was like, what the fuck? It was like, wait a minute, Tanjiro just sliced that nigga. What? I was like, oh my god, yes. And then that boy Akaza started putting the balls on them niggas. I was like, oh. And this is what I meant. This is what I meant in my out of theater reaction video. When this man Akaza, he put the paws on him maybe for like a split second. He hopped up on a platform. That shit started rising up. Water shooting out this way. Water shooting out that way. It's going down like a waterfall. I'm like, nigga, is this a boss battle? What is going on? Like, the shit was looking so beautiful. And once again, shout out to UFOTABLE. I don't know how y'all are doing it. If somebody's watching this video, I don't know how y'all are doing it, but bravo to y'all. I hope y'all are getting paid the best of bucks, because y'all did a phenomenal job with this movie. I'm talking about this boss battle shit. And then it was just action after that. It was just straight. Ding, 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 ding. Boy, it was over here. It was just straight fighting. And honestly, I ain't gonna lie, Tanjiro was in the way. At least in the beginning, Tanjiro was in the way. That boy Giyu had to step it up. That boy, ding, ding, ding. He was like, I was like, oh my God, please. And they was just like, man, that whole fight where they were like, I think they were like going, like they went across the Infinity Castle. They were like, ding, 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 ding. I was like, oh my God, Tanjiro over here trying to keep up. Mr. You. And then when he knocked that boy across the Infinity Castle, and then that boy, Mr. You, and then that boy Kazu was like, oh, that's his name, huh? I was about to knock Tanjiro's head clean. I was like, oh shit. And when we start getting those little flashes of his backstory, we ain't there just yet, guys. Hold on just a second. When we start getting the flashes, like we just, he starts seeing like ghosts here and there. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then he's over here. And Tanjiro's like, what the hell? He just attacked out of attacked nothing. What's going on? And then he's like, you know what? I hate you. I'm like, okay. So, he started fighting Tanjiro. That boy Giyu came back. And then that boy Giyu got that mark on his face. Like, ah! And then he started putting the paws on Arkansas. I'm like, ow. And I mean, honestly, I would say they were like neck and neck. Once that boy got that what that boy said, he was like, I can see now when you're in the midst of battle, when your life is on the line, when you have to push yourself, whatever the hell he said. And that mark came on and they started going. I was like, oh my God, Tandro, get the fuck out the way. I said, get the fight. And they was fighting up. Tandro was over here trying to think of a master plan. He's like, how the hell do we stop this guy? He's crazy. And, we're getting flashbacks of him and Inosuke. We didn't get really much. Now that I'm thinking, we didn't really get a lot of Inosuke in this movie. Probably maybe the other two movies. But, he was thinking back when he was talking about, like, him seeing, like, the fighting spirit or whatever, the little sense thing. And he was saying how, like, that the granny had brought him some snacks and tea or whatever, and he didn't sense her. So he was like, Tandro was like, well, that's probably because she didn't have any intent to kill you or whatever. And he was like, yeah, that's the thing. If we could find a way out to have no intent, we could probably wipe them all out pretty easy, right? And then boy Tandro was like, oh, that's a good idea. How do I do it, though? And then, like, them boys is just, Giyu and the cows are just fighting in the back. Like, Tandro's over here, all right, let me go ahead and swing one time real quick. And boy, Akaza was about to kill his ass. But he was able to dodge real quick. At first, I thought Giyu grabbed him and threw him, but we find out that Tandro had actually dodged. I was like, oh, okay. And then we get another flashback where his dad was teaching him like the little dance move or whatever it's called, right? And later on, he killed that bear, and he was like, he didn't have any ill will intent to kill or whatever, but he did it so effortlessly or whatever, and the bear didn't even, he must have did two swings real quick or whatever, right? And then this right here, am I getting ahead of myself? No. This right here is when Tanjiro, I was sitting in this theater like, oh, like at this point, Giyu, like, I think he broke his sword. I was like, oh my God, no. I was like, not Giyu. We already lost Shinobu. Please, no, not Giyu. It broke his sword. That boy, oh shit. He's like, oh shit, it broke my sword with a tap. Oh, I'm done for. This boy Tanjiro unlocked Ultra Instinct with the Byakugan. Like, y'all not hearing me. Tanjiro unlocked Ultra Instinct and the Byakugan. If you want to, sure, put the mix the Sharingan, all of that shit. Just mix it all together. He unlocked it. Whatever the hell, the other side. He unlocked it. That boy was over here just eyes wide open. The second person, eyes wide open. That boy, Akaza was like, he's dodging everything. What the fuck is going on? And then, what happened after that? When that boy, he had, I can't even remember. I think he like cut him or something like that. But then Akaza did that little the explosion thing and blew up everything. I was like, God damn it! Dude, I forgot what it was called, but like destructive whatever. Boom, 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 boom. Like destroyed everything around him, right? Giyu survived, luckily. And then in the background, you had Tanjiro sneaking up. Giyu was like, can he not cinch him? And then Tanjiro, I swear, this is the only thing I wish UFOTABLE had done. When Tanjiro was in the background, with the smoke and everything, I thought they was gonna show Tanjiro like look up, but like, his face was gonna be covered with the smoke, but you just see like red eyes in the background. That would have been so clean. But he's like walking up to Akaza, and then that boy, like, he's not saying nothing. Akaza doesn't realize I'm over talking because my nose stopped up. And then that boy Akaza, like, that boy Tanjiro talking about saying, I'm gonna cut your head off. I'm like, oh my God, why? But then that boy Akaza turned around, and then that boy Tanjiro said, ding, 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 say it. I was like, ah! Cut that boy head clean off. I was like, yes! I was in that theater going crazy. But yeah, man, I thought it was over. That boy head was like burning up. He closed his shit. I was like, this nigga not dead? What? And so all of a sudden he's evolving like moves on. I said, what? I said, oh, this man over here trying to get that number 2 in one spot, huh? So yeah, that was crazy. That boy Giyu had to pick up his broken sword and tried to help out. Tanjiro got knocked into the wall. I said, oh shit, it's over. These boys are about to die. And then this is when we get the flashback, right? And I gotta say, of all the flashbacks in Demon Slayer that we've gotten so far, Akaza's gotta be the saddest shit you'd have ever seen. First of all, he had to help his sick dad. Had to help his sick dad. He had to steal, you know, to for them to have stuff, right? Understandable, right? We see that a lot of times. Had to steal. The man was on his 3rd strike. If he stole again, they was executing his ass. His dad committed, you know, he committed. So his son didn't have to steal no more. I said, oh my God, right? That was one. Then we meet Mr. Karate. I already forgot what his name is, but I'm just calling Mr. Karate. And hold on, shout out to, because I saw this in sub. I would love to actually watch this in dub, because I do want to hear how Channing Tatum sounded, because he's the one that voiced him. But you know, I didn't get a chance, you know, to hear it. So if you did watch dub, let me know in the comment section how he did. But cool character right here, right? Took him, beat the shit out of him, right? Beat the shit out of the kid. Took him in, was like, hey, you're gonna help me take care of my sick daughter, my wife, she too. Like, everybody's doing it. What is going on in this movie? That's 3 people. The grandpa, Zenitsu's master, Akaza's dad, and this man's wife. I'm like, what is going on? But yeah, you're gonna help me with my sick daughter. So he's like used to it, you know, he's helping out, they're getting a bond or whatever. Hey, you wanna go see the fireworks? One day we will. One day in the future we will. You're gonna survive, don't worry, right? And then he's all like, hey, you know, I want you to have this, you know, I want you to be a part of the family, and she likes you. And then so, you know, he ends up taking her hand in marriage. Everything's looking up for this man. And then these bitch-ass samurai poison the well and kill both of the karate man and his daughter. I was sitting in that theater like this. If I was Akaza, I could see now. I ain't even mad at Akaza no more. Go ahead, kill everybody. This was ridiculous. I was like, wow. And even, like, we had that little scene where they were walking, and she was explaining why she loved him. I was like, oh my God. And this man went on a killing spree. How many people did they say he killed? I think they said he killed like 61 samurai with his bare. Man, get Akaza. God damn. So we had that. And then, like, oh my God, my nose. I'm sorry. We had Buzan come to the bridge, bust a hole through his face, turned that boy into a demon, and he just started killing everybody. He was like, I don't even care no more. He was like, I don't care no more. He's like, I lost all my emotions that day. That boy said, I'm just killing people to get strong at that point. And then that's when this man with no head was over here about to, like, he was about to end it all. His head started growing back. Tanjiro woke up. This fool was over here getting ready to do his little super strong, whatever the hell. Tanjiro over here, that fool sword slipped out his hand. He just stole his ass, and then that boy ran to Giyu, grabbed that boy, and you know that just unlocked that protection within Akaza. Like, wow, he went over there to protect that man, and then that boy started punching him. He started punching himself, and he started walking away, and then he was having that internal fight with himself. Like, he had to, like, the spirits versus Buzan. Like, hey, Buzan was like, what the hell are you doing? I thought you said you wanted to be strong. What are you doing? And then he finally, talked to Karate Man, his wife or whatever. I like when he was just like, I can't go where y'all are or whatever, but kind of looks like he did in a way, even though at the end, like, he was in fire, so maybe not. But yeah, it's one of those things now, man, where we got his backstory, and I felt so bad for him. I just wanted him to catch a W. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I really wanted Akaza to catch a W. Not like win like that, but I mean like at least go to heaven. It was sad, man. But I love that imagery that we got right there. He like died or whatever. And we finally caught a W. They beat Upper Moon 3. They both got knocked out. The crows and everything going around talking about. So, Tundra Giyu, they beat Upper Moon 3. And I gotta say, oh, damn, almost dropped my phone. When they were, when Shinobu died, and they were going around saying that she had died, and then, boys was mad. I was like, oh, shit. And I skipped over the fact that, Zenitsu had, talked to his, master again. I did like that scene, too. I'm sorry. But, yeah, after Kaza died, that was like the end of the movie, pretty much. And then, we had, the master God, I forgot what his name is, but you had his children over here still going through Infinity Castle looking for Muzan. I'm like, man, that's some tedious shit. Cause that shit just keeps on switching. We see the demon that's over here, bling, bling, bling. And I'm like, man, good luck. Y'all gonna need a lot of paper. But yeah, man. And then I love at the end too, when we saw Upper Moon 1, and he's like, Akaza, I can't believe you lost. I thought you said you were gonna beat me. I guess you lied. And everyone just cut all the pillars. I was like, ooh, he mad. And like I said with Doma, he's like, oh man, Akaza's dead. Oh well, hey, let's get back to it. Right. So that was pretty much it, man. Like I said, I loved this movie. And I'm sorry if I'm skipping something that y'all wanted me to talk about. I think I just pretty much went through the entire movie. This video long. I'm looking at the time right now. 30 minutes. But yeah, man, I really love this movie, man. If you haven't watched it yet, please go watch it at IMAX. Like I said, I kind of want to go watch it again. I'd probably watch it in dub if I watch it a second time, just so I can hear like the difference or whatever. But sub was cool, sub is always good. I'm not one of the people though that like, oh, you gotta watch it in sub. Like, I'm not one of the people. I'm sorry if you are, but I don't care if I watch it either or. But yeah, man, really love this movie. I can't wait for part 2. I think, what is that, 2027? Man, look, I know they're doing God's work, but goddamn, 2027, please do 2026, at least the end of 20. But I'm sure when we get it, it's gonna be amazing. So yeah. But that's all, guys. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all thought of this movie. Please, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the fam. We got a lot of stuff gonna happen now. I'm trying to come back more, regularly now. So we're gonna have like the anime games. I just dropped a Dragon Ball Genshin Squadron video. Go check that out. And I plan on playing that a little bit more. And then when some other games come out, play them some more. And I'm trying to get back. I might try to get back into reactions. I'm still trying to think about that, just cause I hate the whole copyright BS stuff, right? But we'll see with all that. But yeah, if you like the video, guys, like the video. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join the fam. That's all, guys. It has been your boy X, and I'm out. Deuces.